back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another SeasonAthon announcement video. Oh my gosh, it is another round of SeasonAthon. It has come and we are so excited to share with you this round of the SeasonAthon. It is time for our summertime reads and we have a very fun time planned for you guys this time around. It's going to be such a blast and I'm so excited to share it with you. We're doing things a little bit differently this time around, so make sure you stay tuned to get all the information. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, for this round of summertime reads, we are going to camp SeasonAthon for the entire month of June. So basically what that means is each of our hosts will be hosting a different section of camp where they will play their TBR games and they will choose prompts and you can choose which camp you want to be in, and then we'll have a little competition based off page count, based off of who's on which team, which is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, I'll break it all down for you guys, but we are just so excited to share this with you. It's something that we've never done before and we're really hoping that you guys are going to enjoy it. But before we get into all that, let me of course just quickly go through the dates and times just so that you have them right at the beginning of the video. And of course, if you need any more information, you can always check the description box below. It will have all of the information that you need. So basically this will go from June 1st to June 30th. Of course, the other lovely co-hosts for this SeasonAthon are Mel from Completely Melanie and Clint from Reads Readers. So make sure to go check them out. I will leave all of their information in the description box below, as well as their announcement videos, so you can go back and watch their videos and see which camp you want to join. We will of course be having our 2 live shows, the first one with our author on June 18th at 12 p.m. EST on Mel's channel. And then of course our infamous After Hours live show will be on July 1st at 8 p.m. EST. It is on a Saturday, like our usual. We decided to split it up so that it would be a true farewell to Camp SeasonAthon. So that being said, make sure to check out the description box below and make sure to watch all the announcement videos for both Mel and Clint and see which team you want to join. There will also be a fun, friendly competition between our camp counselors where if you join a team and you read books, there will be a form down below where you can log the books that you read, as well as the amount of pages that you read in that book. And the camp with the most amount of pages read at the end of the month will be the winner. There will be no prize, just bragging rights and a good friendly competition, which I think is always a lot of fun. I love when readathons incorporate a page count or a books read type of experience into the readathon. It just makes it a little bit more interactive, a little bit more fun, and hopefully you guys are excited about that. Again, this is a way for us to have fun and read books and just enjoy our time. This is not something that you're supposed to feel pressured about and think that you have to get everything read. Just have fun, log in those pages and see what happens at the very end. And of course, if you would like, you are more than welcome to double up, triple up, quadruple up on prompts. Do not forget that. Just make sure that you're having lots of fun. Also, I just want to say, if you haven't already followed our Twitter, please go do so. We host some sprints on there. We check in with you guys. We see how you're doing throughout the readathon. So I will leave the Twitter information down in the description box below. And of course, if you are going to do any vlogs, any TBRs, anything like that, make sure to tag us and use the hashtag SummertimeReads2022. Now let's get down into the nitty-gritty. Of course, there will be 3 camp counselors, one of them being myself, Counselor Kaylani, and I will be playing TBR Bingo to pick the prompts for this round of SeasonAthon. Then, of course, we have Counselor Melanie, who will be playing her Wheel of TBR to pick the prompts. Her announcement video has already posted before mine, so feel free to go back and check hers out so you can see if you want to join her team. Her prompts are a lot of fun. And then, of course, we have Counselor Clint, who will be playing Read the Rainbow for your prompts, and his video will be premiering right after mine, so stay tuned to the end of this premiere to go check it out. And if you are not doing the premiere, make sure to go check the link in my description and go watch his video to look at his fun and exciting prompts. Okay, so I think that's all the information that I need to give you before we jump into the prompts. So without further ado, let's get into it. And at the very end, stay tuned for what our group pick is going to be. Okay, clean board. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road and do our very first spin for Camp Kaylani. Okay, spin number 1 is N36. Unfortunately, we are starting you off on a not so great note because 36 is of course a punishment. Anything ending in a 6 is. So this one is a book I never thought I would read. Oh man, this is not starting off on a great foot here, but hopefully we'll be able to redeem ourselves. Okay, starting off on a bit of a rough patch, we got 36, which is a punishment, unfortunately, and that is a book you never thought you would read. Now, this is completely up to your interpretation. Not every book that I never thought I was going to read is going to be the same for you. So I'm going to give you the recommendations of some books that I might read for this prompt, but this one is completely up to you and whatever you think works the best for this prompt for you. So the 2 that I pulled are The Hobbit and The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is probably one that I don't know if I'm going to get to, but we do have a month long for this readathon, so it is definitely an opportunity to get into some big chunkier books. But these are 2 books that I never ever thought that I was going to read, and I bought them because I fell into the hype and wanted to see what they were all about. So Will I get to these ones? Who knows, but we'll see. Okay, spin number 2. B4. All right, awesome. B4 is a 2021 release. Okay, spin number 2 got us number 4, and that is a 2021 release. Now, obviously, there are a ton of books that were released last year, so there are plenty of options for you to choose from, but I am going to give you some recommendations of some books that I have read and absolutely adored, and then some other ones that I'm quite interested in and cannot wait to read. First one being The Extraordinaries by V.E. Schwab. This is a graphic novel that takes place in between books 1 and 2 in the Extraordinary series. This is one that I've been very, very excited to read and have heard nothing but good things about, so hopefully I can get around to this one. Plus, it's short. We also have The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrane, one that I was really excited to get around to and hopefully I can squeeze in for this month. June is also Pride Month, so if you're looking for some good LGBTQI+ books to fit into these prompts, this one definitely works. Then we have The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, one that I have loved and absolutely adored. If you do get the chance to read this one during this month, I highly, highly recommend it if you are a big fan of romance, fake dating, just a fun time all around. I think you'll really enjoy this. And then a book that really surprised me, and that is The Inheritance of Arquita Davinia. This is one that I really think that you should give a try if you like speculative, interesting fiction. It's very fun. This also has some LGBTQI+ rep, so a fantastic one for sure. Alrighty, spin number 3. Woo! B1. B1 is a Kindle book or an ebook. Spin number 3 got us number 1, and that is a Kindle book or an ebook. Doesn't have to be just read on your Kindle. You could do a Hoopla ebook or a Scribd ebook, anything that's offered through your library, whatever you choose to do. An ebook is the way to go for this, which is also a good option to get some of those books that have been sitting on your ebook shelves off of them, and just gives you an option to kind of rest your eyes from the paperbacks and switch to an electronic version. Alrighty, spin number 4. G57. Another vague prompt. G57 is a contemporary. Spin number 4 got us 57, and that is a contemporary. Again, you can kind of interpret this a lot of different ways. You can do a contemporary romance with Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Again, something with LGBTQI+ rep. You can do a straight contemporary, which Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen, one I've heard really good things about, and hopefully I can get to this one this month. You can do a speculative contemporary book with The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Arpan, one that I've heard fantastic things about. And then if you want to do something that's set in a contemporary world but isn't necessarily a strict contemporary, you can definitely do a thriller, something like Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Halfway there, spin number 5. G47. 47 is a book that you wanted to read on your list of 22 books to read in 2022. Spin number 5 got us 47, and that is 22 books to read in 2022. Now, I know that not everybody has a list like this, so you can either use a list of books that you had set yourself at the beginning of the year that were high priority for you, a book that you just absolutely know that you have to get to before the year is over, anything that's high priority, or if you do have any list like this that you are aiming towards throughout the year, then you can use one of those books to fill this prompt. But you do not have to have a 22 and 22 list in order to fulfill this. You just have to read a high priority book. Again, this is completely up to your interpretation, but the two that I have on my radar are Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff and Payback by Kristen Simmons. Okie dokie, spin number 6. Let's try to get one on the board this time. Woo! Ball down. G50. Unfortunately, no luck, but this is a fantastic prompt. G50 is a favorite author. Spin number 6, we got 50, which is, of course, a favorite author. This one, again, is completely up to your interpretation. If I were to choose, I would probably choose something from T.J. Klune or Sarah J. Maas, of course, Colleen Hoover, Marissa Meyer. There's a lot of my favorite authors that I could choose from, but again, this one is completely up to you and based off of your likes, wants, and desires. Spin number 7. B5. B5 is something we're all working on. Read a sequel. Okay, spin number 7 got us a 5, which is to read a sequel. Obviously, this is up to your reading and where you are at in your series. I have plenty of books to choose from, so this is definitely one that I will be jumping on because I need to get through some series, but hopefully this will motivate you to get through a series of yours that you have been really wanting to tick off your list. Spin number 8, is anything going to be on the board? I guess we'll find out. I-17. Ask and you shall receive. 17 is on the board. Okay, I-17 is TBR jar. Spin number 8, we got 17, and for 17, that is a TBR jar. Now, if you have a TBR jar, you're more than welcome to use it for this prompt. However, if you do not have one already made, you're more than welcome to make one, a small one for this prompt, or you can just do a random number generator. You can either set out a certain number of books and randomly generate a number through there, or you can generate your entire owned TBR on Goodreads and pick a number from there. It's completely up to you, completely up to your interpretation for this prompt. If you don't have a TBR jar, get creative, do whatever you would like to fill this prompt, as long as you pick a book that is randomly picked for you. All right, spin number 9. I-28. We're getting some good ones. I-28 is a 5-star prediction. Spin number 9, we got 28, and 28 is a 5-star prediction. This is another prompt that is completely up to your interpretation and what you think is going to be a 5-star for you. I pulled some ones just to give you guys some motivation of books that I might read that maybe you were also interested in and might give a 5-star. The 2 are A Reaper at the Gates by Saba Tahir and Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. And our last and final spin for today, spin number 10. Lots of I's, I-20. And our very last one was on the board, not too bad. And apparently we're sticking with the release years, and this one is a 2022 release, so a brand new one. And our last prompt from the bingo board, spin number 10, was 20, and that is 2022 release. Again, there are a lot of books that are coming out rather recently that gives you plenty of options to choose from. I know several of them that I am really excited to read. I did grab a few just to give you some recommendations. 2 that I have read. We have Bitter by Kaylanisimplyme. This came out in February and was absolutely fantastic. This is the prequel to Pet, but you can read them in any order. I thought it was fantastic. If you're looking for another good LGBTQI+ book, this one is fantastic. Then we have Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, which came out in January of this year, and this book is absolutely amazing. If you're a Colleen Hoover fan, if you're looking for a good, fast read, I highly, highly recommend this one. It's a fantastic read. Then for some ones that I have not read, we have Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie, who is a fellow booktuber here and got traditionally published. Again, it's another LGBTQI+ book if you're looking for some good recommendations. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, so hopefully I love it. And finally, my last recommendation is going to be Gallant by V.E. Schwab, which of course came out earlier this year and absolutely sounds amazing. I've heard nothing but good things, so hopefully I love it. And if you have read this, please let me know what you think. And our last and final prompt for the day is, of course, our group book prompt, which is Campfire Stories. And that is to join us in reading the group book as well as joining us in the author live show so we can chat with our author about the book. And the book this time around, and our lovely author that will be joining us, is Rachel Griffin. And the book is The Nature of Witches. This is a fantastic, very interesting fantasy story that follows a girl named Clara, who is an Everwitch. Basically, she has the ability to harness all seasons of magic. In this world, you have witches who are born into a season of magic and harness that season of magic. And when the season comes, they are at their highest power. And as the seasons ebb and flow, their powers lessen. They don't lose all of their magic, they just don't have as much power. This also really falls onto climate change and environmental changes that are happening in today's world, and it really interweaves into a really interesting, fantastical setting. But Clara, as an Everwitch, really has a lot of responsibility to help stabilize the climate and help the witches maintain the structure that they need in order for the world to survive. She has a lot on her shoulders, but she's also afraid of her magic because it is very, very powerful. It's a fantastic, fantastic read. I have read it and I'm so looking forward to doing a reread because it was absolutely fantastic. And of course, you have to join us on June 18th at 12 p.m. EST on Mel's channel to check out the live show where we talk to Rachel Griffin and discuss everything about this book as well as her new upcoming release. So that is Campfire Stories. That is the last and final prompt for my round of summertime reads. Then of course we also have the Farewell Bonfire, which we will come together on July 1st and do our after hours live show also on Mel's channel at 8 p.m. EST. Again, all of those dates and all the information that you'll need will be in the description box below, so if you have any questions, you can find that all there. Mel's video is already up, so make sure to go check that out. Clint's video is premiering right after this, so make sure to stay tuned. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to answer any of your questions. We really hope that you're going to participate. If you are, please, please, please make sure to post about it and tag us. We would love to see any content that you make for this round of SeasonAthon. We are very, very excited. Please let us know what you think. If you have any suggestions for SeasonAthon moving forward, we would love to hear it. But that is the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Baby, turn it down like a sweet